What up, Stash Tony? And somebody's music's going in the background. That's definitely not Mike, because he's not even awake yet for episode 219 of the Blastin or Stash It show. Mike's looking a little somber down there. How you doing, Mike? I feel like there's a story of a man named Brady. Okay. Mike is now, I'm already on Mike's last nerve, and we've just got the show started. So, first time catch the show is what we do is we pick up the comics that come out Comic Book Wednesday. We read them. We blast the books we hate. We stash the books we like. But before we jump into that, let's go around the room one time about what else we've been doing. Let's start with you, Mike, since I want to get to know a little bit more about you.
Well, I don't like the beach. Long walks on the beach. I hate the beach. What have we been doing?
You just had a really important date come up.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, me and the wife celebrated our 25th wedding anniversary, the silver one. She spoiled me. I didn't get her nothing. But no, for real, yeah, we did celebrate our 25th wedding anniversary. We're not big holiday celebrators, so we went to the antique mall and to Yesteryear Toys and Taco Bell. So, and then out to dinner with that motherfucker. So,
wow, exciting anniversary times. Yeah. You get a Silver Age book for your silver anniversary?
I wish.
We're actually streaming live on Facebook as well tonight. So 2 locations. Oh, I know. Isn't that crazy? So hopefully the people over there on Facebook land, I don't know if I can see their comments, but definitely kick over to YouTube and make comments there. What have I been watching? I just started watching The Tax Collector tonight, a little bit before the show. It's Shia LaBeouf, where it's kind of a gangster kind of stuff. Right up my alley. I like those kind of movies. I did go some dollar bin diving. I shared it with the guys earlier. Where is it now? I found this nice guy here. We only find them when they're dead. This the Jenny Frison 1 in 50 variant in the dollar bin. So I was super happy to find that. And there's quite a few other different dollar books I've been picking up. I posted some on the Instagram a little bit ago. The Justice League of America, some beat up number 1s. And I read a couple other extra books this week. I read Ghost Rider number 30. I haven't read that one. Ghost Rider versus Doctor Strange. And I actually read this one, the Avengers number 7, The Death of Pip and Warlock. Good books. Good stuff. Good times.
Did you pick up that Avengers for $1?
I did not pick up that Avenger. I picked that one up for, I think, $9 on eBay. So
$9?
$9. I did not say Ass Collector double S. You need to check your mic or check your headphone. That's Mike's calling. What about you, Joe? What have you been doing this past week?
I've been collecting ass. No, I'm joking. Let's see here. I went on Mr. Comic 89 show Wednesday night and his knockout, and I debated for Lex Luthor. It was Lex Luthor against Wilson Fisk, Kingpin. Tacoma Comics did a great job, so big shout out to him. I was beaten fair and square, so he gets to move on to the next round in the villains bracket. So good luck to Tacoma Comics for that. Finally watched WandaVision before the show, so there's no spoilers this time.
Good episode.
Yeah, that was a great episode. Short. It seems so short. I don't know what it is about that show, but it seems like you get like halfway into it, or what you would think would be halfway, and it's like over. It's like, what?
It's only a half-hour show.
It's not even that. If you look at the time frame, the credits take about as long as the show does. So that was. Other than that, I've been tinkering around in the old evil lair there, trying to come up. I've been arguing with myself out there, trying to come up with a design for the new project that we're going to be working on for Discovery Bay, making him the ultimate comic book liberator. So I'm out there working on that. We're going to figure that out. Hopefully this weekend we'll get some things cut, done, and up and out of the way. So yeah. Oh, and I released the Lex Luthor ring build and all that this week too. So yeah, been busy.
I go check out Joe's channel for all those cool videos of his builds in his evil lair. So I think the description or a link is down below to your channel. I believe it is. If not, we'll get it in there for sure. Yeah, I tried watching WandaVision tonight. I don't know. I just got a brand new TV for Christmas, and for some reason, when I go into certain apps, all I get is like a green screen. I can hear the volume or static, and I can hear the sound, but nothing. And so I don't know what's going on with my TV's getting jacked up. Even if you go through an app through the TV, because it's a smart TV, it does the same thing. So I don't know what it is. Hopefully it's not the TV already messing up, only a month old, but we'll find out for sure. Let's jump into the books. Mike, you look saddened. Start us out on something good.
Right.
Me?
Yeah. Is it a sad book you want to start us out on, or what?
No. We'll start out with. Hold on. God.
You
Hold
look like
on.
you read the latest issue of Captain America by Coates.
I keep looking in the previous guide when the new previous guide comes up. Is Coates still on it? Yep. Okay, passing on by. Not even picking it up.
So we're gonna talk about Daredevil number 26. I don't think you guys have read that. I did get this in the mail. The second print. Second print of 25. I must say I love Elektra as Daredevil. Go fuck yourself. I love it.
It's weird on screen.
Wow.
They do have a third print coming out of this where it's this same exact cover, only in black and white. Whatever. Hey, Tech Comics is in the house. I love Tech.
The fellow Oregonian.
I know. You two should get together, shoot a video together.
We've been trying. I know he doesn't live. He lives what, about 2.5, 3 hours away from me. And I know we've been talking about it before, about trying to make it up there and just do a day up there and where he lives and go through his comic store stuff. We just haven't made it happen yet. So.
But let's talk about Daredevil number 26.
Please.
Got this beautiful aliens cover. So yeah, this is a King in Black tie, and Daredevil, as you well know, is sitting in prison. He don't want people to know he's blind. So he kind of he doesn't watch TV. He doesn't do anything but sit there and listen to people, which is cool.
Because he is blind, right?
He's blind.
He's blind. Elektra's, doing her Daredevil thing, taking down common thugs. Of course, there's all of a sudden the stupid ass dragons appear. I didn't know this, but Kingpin has Typhoid Mary as his head of security. The bunch of symbiotes attack them. Kingpin gets away. Typhoid gets venomized. The symbiotes break into the prison that Daredevil's in. Daredevil gets venomized. Then you get some Typhoid versus Elektra, or Elektra Devil. This is Stash. Long story short.
Do you think Elektra likes it that Matt Murdock has sex by Braille? I mean, I don't think it would be. Never mind. Moving on. Did you read Daredevil, Joe?
No.
I haven't either. I dropped Daredevil. I think I picked up the first couple issues of that run, but I ended up dropping it. Who else? Somebody else is sending me a text. Who the hell is this?
Cat Comics. He said, "Get off your."
A friend of mine apparently is watching me. Maybe on Facebook. I don't know. Says Daredevil 25 has the better cover than 26, hands down. That's what he said. That cover B, maybe he's talking about.
second print.
Yeah, that second print. I'm going to talk about Batman: The Adventures Continues number 8. Anybody else still picking up this book? No?
I skipped that one. I
don't think I
don't know
ever
why.
picked that up.
I think this was actually supposed to come out a couple, or at least a month ago, because it is Christmas themed, of course. Harley wants to have a Christmas party. You know, she lived with Poison Ivy. She doesn't want it. But at the first of the book, too, we have the... see, this is where Joe excels, because he takes notes. I don't. I just got... Yeah, what happened in this book? I forgot. We have the... Oh, my God. Why can't the guy with the puppet on his hand? What's his name? Scarface.
No,
I think it's Scarface.
That's the
puppet.
Yeah, that's a
That's
puppet.
the
So it's Scarface and the guy
with the puppet.
the guy ended up going to do therapy and losing Scarface, and ended up realizing he can live without Scarface. His memory's completely, that's gone from his head, and he's living life, being happy during the holidays. He gets invited to Harley's party. It's a whole bunch of villains over at the Penguins club, but the Penguins on vacation. And his contractor's like, no, we can have a party here. We just won't tell Penguin about it. So they're having a big Christmas party at the Penguins Club. But the Joker break free kind of wants Scarface because he knows where the other second half of these bombs that got taken from him from the last issue, apparently. It's a whole Christmas issue, which I really love Christmas issues when it comes down to comic books and stuff like that. And again, too, this comic, every time I read it, makes me want to throw on Batman, the animated series, and watch a few episodes of that because it really brings back that nostalgia. I've said it numerous times. I'll say it again. But definitely Batman Adventures number 8. If you love Christmas and comics, you like a good lighthearted superhero story, this is your book right here for sure. This is definitely a stash. And this cover is just awesome. I absolutely love this cover too. I'm not super thrilled about the whole Harley Poison Ivy relationship, but it is what it is. But good stuff. Good stuff. How about you, Joe? What else you got going for us today? What do you got for your first book?
I want to talk about Amazing Spider-Man number 58. Because I think we've been hoodwinked. I think we've been bamboozled about this whole Kindred character. So reading through this, it dawns on us that Harry Osborn might not actually be Kindred. Because Kindred was actually over in France in the catacombs when Wilson Fisk found him, which would make it absolutely impossible for it to be Harry Osborn in it. So I was like, whoa, wait a second. And remember, I was like, man, I really like this character. And then I found out it was just another Osborn in disguise. And I was like, oh, man, screw Spider-Man. You screwed us over. Well, there's a twist. And the twist very well may be that Kindred is something else other than Henry Osborn. And I really hope that's the case. Or it's trickery just to keep us reading this. Other than that, this is just another issue of them talking about themselves. Like, not really. So we got Martin Lee in here. If you don't know who he is, he's the Negative Man, and he's got his little gang of demons. And he was shot by Sin Eater, and he was all remorseful and everything, and wanted to be a good guy now, and yada yada yada. But for some reason unknown to us, that can't happen. They need him to be evil. So now his demon gang is going after him to go make him evil again, make him Mr. Negative again. I like the negative guy. I like the whole concept of it. But where is it really going to end to? Probably just another light story arc. When I say light story arc, no major events for a little bit. We're going to keep this whole Kindred thing under wraps for a while. Now that we threw in a little mystery about it, we see what happens.
Mike is
broke out. All in all, this was a whiskey dick issue.
I can't do the thing. Yeah, I can't. I don't know, for some reason it's not. It didn't go through this month. So, I have it here. I didn't get a chance to read it. I thought I had actually I read all my books this week. Then I got home tonight and I realized, oh shit, I had 2 Marvel books that I haven't even read. So, unfortunately, that's not one that I read.
Well, when you
what about
you think about this whole Kindred thing? Because it just seemed that way to me, the way the whole thing played out. You have the writer just completely loses track of where everybody is in the world when he writes a comic.
It's the same writer?
Mm-hmm.
No, Spencer. Okay. Mike, do you read Spider-Man? You got to hold your phone up the entire time now?
No, I'm looking for my shit, and I can't find my shit. Well, just... So, yeah, no, I didn't read...
A nice shot of your
I'm still
man
in my
boobs
work
there.
clothes. I'm still in my work clothes.
Did you can't adjust it up at all? Is that where we're going to be the whole show?
No.
There we go. That's a little better. Thank you.
He's got a laptop right there.
We don't have sponsors on this show. We can't show Pepsi emblems.
Yeah, my laptop isn't. My phone's better. Trust me.
His laptop probably has Vista, Windows Vista still on it.
Don't judge me, Dave.
This what?
I said, don't judge me, Dave.
It does, doesn't it? Does it have Vista? What's I don't remember what it is. Windows 7. Did it jump to Windows 10 after that? Vista. All message sign into chat. I don't want to sign into chat. What the hell's going on here?
What else did you read this week, Mikey?
Hold on, I'm still.
Okay, Huey, what do you got going on?
What do I got going? Let's talk about Strange Academy number 7. This is the one Marvel book I did read this week. This is still awesome. I was talking to Mark Melton, who was actually on our show as our artist spotlight a few months back now. He was in there. We were talking about Strange Academy, and I was saying, the Scotty Young has a very unusual art style, very youthful and stuff like that. I mean, I think I even have a Scotty Young cover right here somewhere in the stack I got. But his writing is I think even better than his art for sure. And I think he's able to really tell these tales with, just like the other book he wrote for Image. What's the name of that book, Joe? Midwest. Thank you. I'm getting old. I can't remember shit. He can grab that vibe of that kid's a youthful experience, that group setting, and make it work and make it awesome. And that's what this story continues to do. We thought we had the death of Doyle. I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to say blank stuff, and I'll let you guys finish it in because I can't remember.
It's like a game show.
Like a game show. Yeah, it is. But Doctor Strange can only save one of them, save Doyle, or he could save the other girl there too. And so she ended up saving the other girl, which is, I think, amazing because he goes to ask the favor from the Magic Tiger God for another favor. And that splash page is absolutely awesome where he meets that Magic Tiger God. And we find out too, though, that this girl really loved Doyle, and she wanted to see him one last time. She ended up crying, and I think she kissed him on the forehead, and he came back to life. I guess it was love. Love heals all. Love brings back. But still, really, really good, awesome story. Still digging Strange Academy. Good stuff. Joe, I'm sure you got some good stuff to add to that.
So, yeah, this is super interesting. I love this whole, because we're constantly told in comic books and anywhere else that magic always has a cost. But yet we have this school that basically is built off magic. You're allowed to do magic, and there doesn't seem to be any cost. And this has been hinted to that there is actually a cost and somebody is paying it. And that's this celestial cat god person. Apparently that's where the original deal went back. So to go back and ask for something else was kind of pushing the limits a little bit, but we're starting to realize something. Not only did Doctor Strange purposely pick Emily to save her for very specific reasons, but this cat god person kind of realizes this Emily person too. So she has separated herself from the group now as being the unique one, if we will. And I think that's really good. We kind of got some hints about that before, like when she was first recruited to go to the academy. And then it kind of gets played off in the background. And I think Scotty Young does a very good job of dropping little hints about how important a character is and what their relativeness is in the story without having to give up the ghost immediately. Also, super happy Doyle didn't die. I thought that was awesome. I did like the fact that Brother Voodoo tried to go talk to Dormammu, but apparently he's been kind of out of the scene for a while. So we know that eventually that's going to be a thing if this story continues and this run goes, because Doyle shouldn't be a good guy. right? That shouldn't be his thing. Even in, well, Doyle's going to be a very relative character for us. So we know that Emily's got something dark inside her. We know that she's super powerful. We've established that. Let's see some more antics happen. And I also really liked, real quick, before I get a Pocanet sign, I really like the whole when you make immature decisions, bad things happen, and we learn from that. And we got that in this issue. Like, they realized that they should not have gone out there and done that. They were not ready to go fight the Hollow, and I thought that was awesome.
Oh, too late, Joe, or too late, Mike. You can't show the sign now. You shut up. Legitness. What do you think of Strange Academy, Mike?
Haven't read it yet.
Oh, it's usually toward the top of my stack each week if I get it. Definitely one of the ones I read. Since Mike hasn't read, Mike, you want it? Dave Sweat Tastes Like Apple Cinnamon. When that one come out?
A while ago.
I don't remember that one. You want to talk about a book, Mike, since it was your turn last time and I hijacked it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
So
Shit.
I think this is number 4, Marvel number 4, strictly for this cover. Old school X-Force, done by Alex Ross. Right? Alex Ross? Yeah.
Yep, looks like it.
There's a couple stories in here. I ended up reading it. There's a couple stories in here. First one's really, really good. The 2 other stories, not so much. The first one starts off in 1876, and it's got the OG Ghost Rider, the guy with the cowboy hat, all white.
Yeah, Cowboy Rider, yeah. Phantom Rider, that's what I meant, yeah.
Creatures start invading the Earth. They're kind of coming from the core of the Earth. Kind of like if you played Gears of War, the Locust, how they come from the underground. And
or the Morlocks.
Yeah, so something like that. Then it flash forward. God, I can't talk. I'm tired. Flash forward to the present day, where these creatures, they're calling them the Deviants. These creatures have taken over the Earth, adapted it to their liking, blah, blah, blah. Then it goes into like a Mad Max setting where all the heroes and villains fight like gladiators in arenas, and it was really cool. And at the very end, Silver Surfer is coming to Earth, and he's still acting as the Herald of Galactus. So Galactus is going to eat this fucking planet, or eat Earth. So we'll see. I don't know. I might pick up issue 5 just to see where that story's going. So
heck yeah. Real quick I'm sorry, were you done? I'm sorry. That was totally rude of me.
It was. Totally.
Totally.
No, I'm done. Definite stash. Surprising. I bought it just for this cover. But yeah.
Real quick in the chat, everybody's talking it up tonight. I love everybody's conversation. Spectacular Spider Grandpa just told Tay Comics that or Tat. We'll go with Tat. Tat Comics said he loves him some rum. He does love some Sailor Jerry. I've seen that man put away some Sailor Jerry.
You get me and Legend in the same room
amazing.
with some Sailor Jerry. That shit will disappear. And we will be blaming each other. You drank that shit. I didn't drink that. It happened. It happened. Shout out to the great legend, my Sailor Jerry buddy.
Tat Comics also, he loved Middle West as well. I did too. I thought Middle West was good. Strange Academy is still a good read for Double S Comics. Then they say hi to each other. And the awkward that people do.
Hi.
Here, what brew are you drinking tonight, Joey, aka Broseph? Tonight, I'm not actually drinking brew. I am straight up drinking hard liquor tonight. I got a little bit of whiskey going on because I'm gonna have to go to sleep after this.
That's not straight whiskey, is it?
Yeah, it's a dark whiskey.
That much whiskey? That's like how many shots you got in there?
I've been sipping on it the whole show.
I'm just drinking a plain old Coors over here.
Water. Nice.
Yeah, the swill.
Some Bud Light Lime.
No, I thought about getting one like a like the fruity drinks for.
Please do.
Yeah, I might.
Drink some White Claw. Please drink White Claw on the show.
I had a little bit of vodka before the show, a little vodka and Sprite before the show. Moving on to next book. Let's talk about Batman Black and White #2. I picked up this the Catwoman cover. I thought that was an awesome cover. I'm a big Catwoman fan. And I showed this to my wife, and she didn't even notice all the cats down below. You know, where they kind of camouflaged in, where the eyes almost turned into the buttons on the chair. So again, this is like 5 short stories, different Batman stuff. We got the first one. It's about Batman trying to reach a priest who is trapped in a church that's collapsed, and it's by Tom King. You know, there are daddy issues involved with stuff like that. Second story is just all panels, no words, where it's a Batman chasing Catwoman. And she realizes that a white cat could be camouflaged in the snow. So she decides to put on a white Catwoman suit to hide in the snow so Batman can't find her, just to pounce on him, just so they could have a little yin-yang bang-bang on the Tower of Gotham there or something.
What's it called?
Yin-yang bang-bang. That's what I'm going to call it. Black and white, yin-yang bang-bang. My favorite story, though, is the Batmobile gets turned over in... What? What, Mike? Okay. The spill. That's my favorite story by far in this book. Batmobile gets blown off into this into the canal, and he's trapped underneath. The water's rising. The dam's getting ready to burst. And Joker's on top just saying, hey, you know what? People say this relationship, like, we need each other in order to survive, blah, blah, blah. You know what? I don't need that. I think I just want you to die. And so Joker's refusing to help Batman, and Batman's like, come a little closer, we'll find out together. And he's like, nah, I think I'm just going to watch you die. No, that's it. I'm just going to do. And he keeps, like, Batman uses his grapple hook trying to get out. Joker kicks it off. And then the dam ends up bursting, pushing the Batmobile off, and he's able to jump out. And then, of course, Joker says, you owe me getting to watch you die. That's the last panel of the story. Just kind of a cool Joker-Batman story throughout that thing. They get to more like a negative Batman. You find out it's his dad. And then one other weird... I hate when comics do this. I hate when they go the opposite way. That drives me nuts. Makes me not want to read it all together right there. Overall, I think this is better than the last issue for sure. This is a stash for me. Anybody else read Batman Black and White #2?
No.
No, you didn't pick it up. Oh my goodness. How about in the chat? Anybody read Batman Black and White?
I do have that Catwoman cover coming though.
Yeah, looks like Tat may have. Tat said he picked it up today. Joe, what do you got? Since you didn't read Batman Black and White.
Let's talk about some good stuff. Let's talk about this, and this is a huge stash for me. And
huge.
I'm going to go ahead and say it was my pick of the week.
Oh, damn.
And I don't get a lot of those. And that's that Future State Suicide Squad.
Oh, really?
This was good. I enjoyed this. Oh, my God. So we get this Justice League, but it's not really a Justice League. It's all villains. It's all villains that are disguised as superheroes that work for Amanda Waller in another dimension that we still don't quite understand how all this Future State stuff works. I don't care. I just read it for the story, and that was great about it. I love the use of characters in this, kind of making them they're kind of opposite, and like Talon is the Batman in this one, and so on and so forth. Didn't know this Flash character in there, mostly because I think they're from Teen Titans or something like that, but she's the Flash in this one. And I really like this whole Suicide Squad from another dimension having to come here to get Amanda Waller, so they have to follow these people. But unlike a DC book, this thing got dark like within the first few pages by blowing the head off of our Batman in this, like in blood, everything everywhere. And I was like, oh, wow, this is okay. Let's read this. And as I'm going through it, it's a great concept for a story. I really like it. And this is probably the most original thing that I've read from Future State yet, where it's non-predictable to some degree, to be honest. I don't know. And then, of course, we got to bring back Peacemaker as this other Suicide Squad guy because he's going to be in a movie soon. So we got to make that relevant. So, okay, fine. But other than that, I really enjoyed reading. Like, I want more of this. Like, if any of the Future State books carry on and, past the springtime, I'm kind of hoping that this kind of thing continues because it was fun.
Mike, how about you?
Gen X grown up just said he God damn it saw Monster Hunter in the theater. I saw that a couple weeks ago too. He said it was a bad movie but fun eye candy. I actually enjoyed the movie myself as well. All I could say is it's a lot better than Wonder Woman.
Right? I mean, given the level of movies we've gotten this so far, yeah, I would say the same thing. It was better.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
It was fun.
And I'm a huge Mila Jovovich fan.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
She's good movie. Good movie.
Would you give her the multi-pass? Would you give her the multi-pass?
Oh yeah. Multi-pass.
Bet you would.
I don't know. She scares me a little
she
bit.
Ages either. I mean, go watch Monster Hunter. She has whatever. But not the biggest fan of the game. What the fuck was that? Not the biggest fan of the
Short
game.
Short and Curly's get in there all the time.
But I have played a couple of the Monster Hunter games. Really great games. So
I didn't even know. I didn't know it was based on a game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that until after the movie. Like, I didn't know either. And even while we were watching it, I was like, this kind of reminds me of like a video game movie. Remember like the old school Mortal Kombat with the vaccines and everything? I was like, kind of reminds me of that. And then sure as shit, I get out and somebody's like, it is a video game, asshole. And I'm like, oh, sorry.
The basic concept of the game is you go out, hunt monsters, gather their body parts, make new weapons, make armor out of it. That's your basic gist. There's more to it, but
kind of self-explanatory. Monster Hunter, they hunt monsters. Yeah, I get that.
They had like miniguns in it. I like the miniguns.
It seems like she's turned into like the video game queen, like taking those video games to this big screen with Resident Evil and stuff like that.
Yeah, middle of last year, I think I bought the Resident Evil collection because it was real cheap, and I watched them all. Granted, they are not good movies, but it's fun. It's fun. So it's fun. A lot of action. But anyway, Suicide Squad. I had to stash this. Grandpa has to have his squad. I like Amanda Waller is just even more sadistic and crazy than current. I mean,
zero cares at this one.
Like you said, Talon's posing as Batman, and he fucks off, and she just pops this and blows his head off. Like he dies in the first few pages. It's great. You got Clayface posing as Martian Manhunter, which I thought was cool. But yeah, good stuff.
Now, what did you think about the secondary story in it with the Black Adam and the statue Wonder Woman and him impregnating a statue Wonder Woman?
Yeah, I didn't care for it.
Yeah, that was weird. Like, I thought, I would rather just that part was a blast, but I love the rest of the story. It was good.
Is it me or is the Black Adam look more and more like The Rock?
Oh yeah, he looks straight up like The Rock in this one.
Yeah.
Maybe one slightly infected with AIDS or something because he's lost so much weight, but from the statue.
But did you see the statue went deep, deep, deep?
Beep,
Right?
beep, right. It's like I'm basically a statue and I'm pregnated. That's some serious semen. Like I'm not even kidding.
Oh, wow. Wow. It's not very porous, is it? Yeah, Suicide Squad was it was kind of okay. I don't think it was great by any means. Yeah, you can see we're talking about where Superman's going to play, or this Superman's a corner. Is that what it is? He's going to play a bigger role later on in the series. Yeah, I was kind of shocked to see Batman's head go, whoa, holy crap, you know?
Comic book, yeah.
I did see an article online, very much like a clickbait article, because you showed the cover to Dark Detective, but it says DC kills its Batman. You know, so there's very clickbaity, making it seem like they were killing Dark Detective and not Talon here. But yeah, no, I don't think I'll be picking up any more of this. Sorry,
there's one more issue. The B cover is the connecting cover to this one. So.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. There's one more issue after this.
Are all those cover Bs connecting covers? Is that what it is? Because most of them are only 2 issues long, correct?
Right.
Because if you look at the Future State Legion of Superheroes, it kind of looks the same thing. You know, where they're kind of jumping in.
Garbage.
Yeah, you're probably a good thing. Maybe I'll go and talk about it because I didn't even finish reading this damn thing. I had no clue. I don't have a whole lot of history of the Legion of Superheroes to begin with, and so I think I was really lost on the whole thing, and I had no connection at all. And so I'm like, screw this. I'm not even going to finish reading it because I just couldn't grasp anything going on in the damn book. Joe, did you read it? Because I think you're a big Legion fan, aren't you?
Not current run. I'm old school.
No. So did you read this one at all?
No, I did not.
Okay.
But please give us a review of it since you're talking about it anyway.
Like I just said, look at this. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to seal this up right here. I'm going to seal it up, and that's where it's going to stay. Right there. It's never going to come
millions.
Do it.
You want me to do it?
Do a boomerang. Do a boomerang. Yes.
There we go.
Just paper.
When a 9.8 of that book comes back, $1 million, and you get 6 dings in it because you just threw it.
Yeah.
What the fuck is it? God, I hate this place.
So, where are we at? What are we doing?
You're up, Joe. What do you got?
Cat Comics says he's learning a lot. I'm not sure.
I don't know where he's learning a lot. Either
from us, man.
Definitely not about comic books. It's probably about how sick and twisted we are. That's probably the only thing he's learning. Like, oh my God, Mike has short and curlies in his mouth. Your birthday, but you don't celebrate stuff, so I'm not going to worry about it.
He's got a comic
I
book
don't celebrate, but I gladly accept gifts.
Is that what it is? Okay. I thought about coming to a witness just so I could save money, but that's for another channel, another time. I don't know if we have any witnesses here. We just lost 1 subscriber. Go ahead, Joe.
I just did that one.
You just did what one?
Suicide
I
Squad.
did the Justice League Suicide Squad one.
Oh, you did. Mike, you're up.
Oh, man. So.
Drinking?
Me? I'm drinking, but not enough. Not enough for this shit.
I'm trying to give these X books another shot after the whole Tournament of Swords or Tournament Sword, go fuck yourself, whatever it was called, X of Swords or whatever. So I picked up X-Men number 17, Great Storm cover right here. And this was so good. This was so good. It felt like the X-Men, old school Jim Lee X-Men. So amazing. There's no island, no flowers, no crack of your ass or Krakoa or whatever the fuck it's called.
Crack of your ass?
Double S said, I'll send Michael a Pokanic calendar for his birthday. You do that, Double S. My birthday is February 6th. I will be turning 45 years old. 45 years young. I don't feel young.
I think I'm the youngest of the group.
I am?
I am. Not by much.
And if you look at the art, who's the artist in this? I'll find it here in a second. Brett Booth. It's very reminiscent of Jim Lee stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But this, like I said, this is good. Storm, Cyclops, and Jean Grey head into Shi'ar space to help Warbird find their lost monarch named Xandra. Just great classic stuff. So X-Men 17 stashing it, believe it or not.
What? That's been a while on this show. Holy crap.
We should, don't you owe Double S a calendar?
Every year Double S wants a calendar from me.
Calendar what? The days he's got a phone.
It's a thing we have. Don't judge our romance.
We should send him a Blastin or Stash It calendar, just like Costanza did on Seinfeld, with the all little poses.
Oh, yeah.
You could be February and you could say like that. In your underwear, huh? We could send him one of those. Be February. Be Spider Grandpa.
We need a few more members if we're going to do a full calendar. Unless we do multiple pictures.
Yeah, we can just do 4 months each and be fine.
Tat Comics said he's older than me.
Yeah, see, my birthday is in September. I turned 45. Joe, you're where?
40. I'm some
bullshit. You're a liar. I think you're right between Mike and I, aren't you?
I thought I was older than you.
When's your birthday?
July 1st.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, then you're the oldest of the group. I'm the youngest. Just different poses. Yep.
No, I thought I was the oldest.
You are the oldest.
What do you...
You said January 1st?
July.
July.
Oh, I said January. Sorry, my earbuds are messing up here.
No, I'm a patriot, baby.
Whatever. Okay. Let's talk about it, Stash. Let's talk about Batman, Superman, #1, The Future State. I actually enjoyed this book. I thought this was pretty dang good. So we get this stuff here at the very beginning. It was weird. These little rats with eyeballs on them trying to shoot lasers at Batman. It never really explains the rats, though. And I'm kind of irritated by that. I want to know more about the rat eyeball things going on. But Superman comes across this kid who's trying to commit suicide because he used this thing called the false face serum. It's just looks like a thing that can go on their neck or whatever, and they can change their face to whatever animal they want to be. And this guy chooses a ram, and some reason the features don't go away. Some of the features are always there. He was thinking because he was forgettable, so he thought he dressed as a ram, which was the school mascot, and he's going around in the field and they'd be like, "Hey, it's Joe. We love Joe. Look how awesome Joe is." And so, but it made him feel more like a freak, so he wanted to commit suicide. But Superman wants to investigate this a little further because he finds out he got it off the dark web. So he goes to see Batman, and Batman's like, "What are you doing flying around? Dude, the magistrate's out here. They're going to go after anybody with a cape. Get your ass in here into the Batwing because I kind of have it hidden. They can't find me." And so they end up going on trying to figure out this whole false face serum, and they get a lead to go down to below Gotham where all the people are, and Clark's just like very brazen about like lighting fires with his eyes, and Batman's like, "Knock it off! You're drawing attention to yourself. You need to knock that shit off." But they end up finding the guy who's kind of the leader of this false face group because they use a false face because they don't want their face recognized in the system by the magistrate.
Do you know who that character is?
I do not know. Mr. Toad?
Do you know who Mr. Toad is?
No, I don't know who Mr. Toad is.
We would know him as Professor Pig.
Oh, is that why? Huh. Okay. Why is he dressed as a toad then?
Because it's a different dimension, different universe. But when the daughter gave his name, that's the same thing as Professor Pig.
Okay. But Mr. Toad ends up pulling a Mr. Kryptonite shank out and stabbing Superman, and that's the end of the book. I thought this was really good. I love the relationship between Clark and Batman in this. Batman's kind of telling him, chill out. You got to chill out, man. But overall, I thought this was a good book. This is attached for me. Joe, what about you?
So I started reading this, and I really like this story, and it sounds so familiar to me. The reason being is because a lot of this was heavily influenced by World's Finest number, I want to say 153, but I may be wrong. It's one of the first, from the old age. The false face syndrome or false face serum was something that was used in that particular issue. It's very similar to that story. Where it's throwing me off and where I'm confused is that Batman keeps warning Superman of the magistrate, and in Dark Detective, we have to worry about the magistrate, but these are not the same place.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Which seems weird.
Or am I wrong? Because in this one, he doesn't have his Nightwing.
The Batman Superman is like the dawn of the magistrate, like right at the beginning.
So it's a different time frame?
Sure. I don't even know.
We'll go with that then. Again, this is where the whole future thing, if they would just kind of do something where they just kind of clarified these storylines. Yeah, just kind of gave us some clarity.
They have a timeline. It's just, you got to find it. I don't have it.
Yeah, it's weird. But whatever. This was a great story. It's not a new, fresh, exciting take on the story. It's just slightly altered and futurized a little bit. But still, it was great. It was great to see the banter between them two. It was great to see that camaraderie between them two, how they understand each other. It was a great story. But if you're looking for fresh, new, exciting, edgy stuff, well, it's a Batman Superman story. That's not going to happen here. It is a good story, though. And I also like the fact of us kind of dealing with, and just to get kind of sidetracked just a little bit, a more adult theme of suicide, teenagers feeling inadequate, that whole thing. I think that's something either we experience ourselves or maybe we've had kids that have experienced it, whatever the case may be. We know that stuff actually does exist. The lengths that a kid will go to be approved in a group or in their social circles. I thought that was ingenious. I thought that was great, and I really, really enjoyed this.
Mike, what'd you think of Batman Superman?
Yeah, I'm stashing it. But what I really want to know is, Dave?
Yeah.
If you had this fresh face, what animal would you choose?
That's funny you should ask that, because I was going to ask the same question. I think I'd probably have to go with a grizzly bear.
A bear?
A bear, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cute.
What about you, Joe?
A cockroach, because them things are terrifying. With their little...
Mike?
A starfish.
Starfish? A chocolate starfish?
Just be a hole.
Yeah, man. A starfish.
What about in the chat?
You want to walk around and look like a butthole?
What about in the chat? If you had the false face serum, what animal would you choose and why? Go ahead, talk amongst yourself.
Pickle Rick. Nice.
Pickle Rick. Joe, you're up. What do you got, man? What is that supposed to be?
I haven't done an indie yet. Did anybody read Department of Truth? Is anybody following this story?
Nope.
I finally read the first one because it came out in second print. Now I want to get the rest of them.
Right. So I'm not a fan of the artwork in here, but I don't criticize art. I just know what I like and what I don't like, and that's pretty much my view on it. It has a very scratchy type of art to it. However, not a detective. It's a spy story. It's a spy story. That's the best way to put this. And it's such a great spy story because now we're dealing with a person that we grabbed from the FBI to be a Department of Truth. If you don't know what it all is, I don't want to break down all issues up to here. So just think of it this way. There is a group of people that can make people's conspiracy theories come true And then there's an agency in the government that tries to stop it. But who's the good guy and who's the bad guy in this? Well, that's where the spy part comes into play. And that's where it became really, really cool in this book. I would definitely be like, if you like, I'm not saying you should believe in conspiracies, but if you like to kind of dabble and just kind of know about them or know what people believe out there, this is an interesting comic book. And this one takes place in Dulles Airport. If you've never been, not Dulles, Denver International. If you've never been to Denver International, I've been there twice, and that place is creepy as all get out. Like the artwork, the horse out front with the red glowing eye. It's a creepy place. So, of course. And then there's this whole Masonic thing there, too. It's really weird. And I'm a Mason, and I'm telling you that it's weird, right? So they kind of picked up there. We have an FBI agent. She's going down there to check, or not FBI. She's Department of Truth agent. She's going down there, and they do the whole reptilian thing, right? Where like there's an underground society there and everything. It gets weird. But what's more sadistic about this book is that the people that we believe to be bad guys are trying to tell Cole, our fresh recruit to the Department of Truth, that is like, hey, you're actually working for the bad guys. We've been watching you for a while, and they're bringing you on board because of things that you've seen in your past, and then the Starman shows up. I know my review's not making sense if you haven't read this book, but I have been consistently reading this book and reviewing it for you. And this stuff gets dark, and it gets weird, and it's kind of sad, but it's sad in a way where you don't want to put it down. I think that's the best criticism I can give this book. Department of Truth, if this doesn't turn into a Hulu, Netflix, Amazon thing in the next few years, I would be freaking amazed because it's written to be that, and it's really cool. So on a spec, definitely pick it up. Just as a general read, if you like spy stuff with some creepy shit going on in the background, double read. You're winning either way. Department of Truth.
Hey, Joe, any off-air, can you tell us all the secret passages in the Denver airport since you're a Mason and you probably know all those, where they go?
No, I have my own secret. Well, I have my secret lair, and then I have my secret lair, and then I have a collectibles room.
You don't have any secret passages in the Denver airport you know about?
All I want to know is, how do I get to the bathtub?
Oh, yeah, I do have an amazing porn star bathtub. I should film from there sometime.
Please do.
So I'm going to take a bubble bath and film from there.
Yeah, you should do your own haul from there.
No. I'm doing a Blaster stash.
No, you need to do it from
and
your
I'm
own.
going to be blasting it all over the place.
I'm sure you got a bidet in there too, don't you?
No, I got spit. That's fine.
Mike, what do you got? Take us somewhere
Whole lot of
nice.
stuff.
Take us somewhere pleasant.
Dave,
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't pick this book up.
I might have. Wait a minute. Show it. Warcorns? No,
Yeah.
I didn't pick up Warcorns.
I wanted that. When you showed me that, I wanted that.
You would love it. You would love it.
Why would I love Warcorns?
No, Joey would. You would love it because it's like My Little Ponies.
Yeah.
Hey,
Bro.
I did not.
Hey,
buy-
next time you go to your comic book store, if there's an extra one there, pick me up one. I'll get you back.
Legion's in here.
What up, Legion?
He was in there at the very beginning and must have popped out, and then he came back on. Yeah, Tyler Hero said it was a fun read. But go ahead, Mike.
Oh, most definitely. So basically, you take
Basically.
My Little Ponies,
Mm-hmm.
make them humanoid, jack those fuckers up on steroids, and then tie in Full Metal Jacket plus Starship Troopers, and this is what you got. Basically, recruiting this army, going through kind of like Full Metal Jacket, and then at the end,
Yeah, show us a panel. Some rocking some machine guns.
And here, of course, here's the drill sergeant. You know, just like what's his name in Full Metal Jacket.
Ermy.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm gonna have to go find that now.
And here they all are in their army fatigues or whatever you call them. And I can't wait for issue number 2 when they actually go to war.
God damn it! Hate these little things.
Real quick, let's hit up the chat real quick. Gen X Grown Up shows up. He says, "Drown it or stash it." I like it. Or yeah, stash it. Tate makes a comment about soup on a rope, which is funny. Department of Truth is kind of like X-Files without the aliens. Good read. I would assume so, but yeah, it's a deep book. It gets weird. Legion of Comics shows back up. He goes, "How's it go, gentlemen? What's going on, Legion of Comics? Good to see you in here." Tyler Hill says, "Haha, War has been a fun read." Nice. Let's see. Legion Comics says, "Had to help the kids." Okay, so he disappeared for a second. Tech Comics says, "It's a story about corn. Goes through your body and comes out the other end." Laugh out loud, talking about Warcorns. Nice. Thought you said corn. Yeah, it's a unicorn weird story. I'm going to read it. Hopefully we can get one. And then Aaron Bethel says, Rico, Rough Riders. Nice.
Yeah, from Starship Troopers. Rico's
yeah.
Rico Suave.
That movie's such a guilty pleasure. Love that shit.
Yeah, it's something, all right.
So bad you can't.
You don't like that?
Love it.
You don't like it, Dave?
Nah, I've tried to watch it again. I just couldn't do it. It's too dated for me, man.
Are you freaking kidding me? I'll watch that right now.
I'm coming over.
Yeah.
We'll sit in the bathtub and watch.
The bathtub.
I watched Fight Club again recently. I haven't seen that in a while. That's an awesome movie. It's one of my favorite movies.
I love Fight Club all the way up to the before things get out of hand and he starts realizing he's the same person. Everything before that, I really like. But then when it gets up to that point, it's like, it's a little far-fetched.
That movie got me into Chuck Palahniuk's other work and stuff. Started reading his other books. He is one messed up dude, man. If you read, he's an Oregonian too. He's a Portland guy.
Yeah, I've read 2 of his books, and I was like, yeah, you're a little weird.
We're getting ready to go to the lightning round, but I don't have my graphic up for Mikey's
meat and potatoes.
Meat and potatoes of the week. What's your meat and potatoes of the week, Mike?
So I picked this up in the dollar bin this week over at the Antique Mall. Definitely needs a new bag and board. I might already have this, and this is Witchblade number 8 by Michael Turner. Rest in peace. Gone too soon. Blah blah blah. But we got some.
Wow, nice show of respect there. Blah blah blah. Whatever.
Yeah, you lived. Blah blah blah.
But always enjoy his art on Witchblade, and just look at them right there. Throw some barbecue sauce on that shit, and go to town. Dave, do you like barbecue sauce?
I like Bubba Ray's barbecue sauce. That's my favorite.
Well, now I know what to put on my dick next time I see it.
Wow, Joe's really fucking hammered tonight. Geez, that's something I never thought he'd ever say like that. Woo!
And
damn.
Witchblade is. Remember that old Witchblade TV show?
No, I never watched it.
Really?
Weird, like pressing pickle or like The Shining.
I'm gonna go with. I'm not sure what you mean by pressing pickles. I'm going to go with Shining.
Yeah, this is.
That sounds like that amateur porn that Mike did back before he got married. Pressing pickle. I have a meat and potato book this week, and it's not really a meat and potato. It's just my wife and I were talking about celebs and who like our favorite celeb is, and mine's Elvira. Elvira's turning 70 years old this year. She was born in 1951. 70 years old. I can't believe that. But I ended up picking this book up today in the Dollar Bin too. So I love me some Elvira. Even though it's not like a Linsner cover or the photo cover, it's still Elvira, and I'll pick it up. So, we eating the comics now? Oh my God! What about your D? Yeah, don't ask. I don't want that to come up ever again. So lightning round. Let's jump into it. Wolverine number 9 mainly got because of this cool alien Wolverine cover I haven't read yet.
Oh, you got that, you son of a bitch!
You didn't get this one?
No, I tried. My shop didn't have any left. I tried my comic shop online. They didn't have any.
Sorry. I'll see what I can do for you. I'll see what I can do. I can't make any guarantees. Harley Quinn, Batman White Knight, Harley Quinn number 4. Still a good story. I'm definitely enjoying this. We find out that the partner at her FBI is actually the woman who's doing all the killing is her partner from the FBI's nanny. So find there's a connection there, and he's like, super adamant. She compares him to Joker about how he's obsessive, compulsive about this killer, and so she goes to talk to Batman while he's in prison, saying, "Hey, I see too many similarities here." And Batman saying, "Nope, give him some time." I see Joe's pouring more liquor in there. He's had 2 glasses. How many fingers you had, Mike or Joe?
3 fingers deep.
3 fingers deep. So he's had 9 fingers total.
Oh, total tonight? Nah, I don't count. Mouse for nerds.
And another blast of the week, Future State, Aquaman number 1. What garbage this was too. This was a turd. But Joe, tell me that wasn't a turd. Do you think it wasn't a turd?
I don't know. I didn't read it.
Okay, what else you got for your lightning round?
For my lightning round, let's roll through this, guys. Hey, something is killing the kids. It's starting to annoy me how short this story is. It's a bunch of panels with very little verbiage and very little information. Much like WandaVision. But I don't know why, but I'm drawn to this. Both on a spec and on a structural story level, I really like this and the way it's structured. And this, we find out what that little stuffed animal thing is. It's a monster. That was the information we got. And it was able to be trained. We didn't get much detail. And that's what kills me about this. You don't get a whole lot of detail about anything. You just kind of get the story. But luckily, the story itself hangs on in as well, written. So I'll keep reading it. Next, I got Dark Detective number 2. I like this. Again, not fresh, not new. We kind of already knew there was going to be a poor Batman out there to begin with. But this one, he's dead. Also, his conspiracy theory roommate in this, because he lives in his basement, might not be too wrong about things. Also, we get some perspective on this whole who Peacemaker 01 is that works for the magistrate. He's our main villain in this, but he's the law enforcement guy. I like this because it's weird. I like this kind of storytelling because it's way out of the scope. There's no good guys. There's no bad guys. There's just people with perspectives of what they think is justice. And I really like that kind of storytelling because nobody's wrong in it. The secondary story in it, I didn't really care too much about it because the art threw me off so bad. It was a step up from stick figures. Something about Red Hood and the Red Hood gang. Oh, and Deathstroke's daughter showed up. That's all I got for you. Sorry, I know that's bad, but I've been drinking. Shazam, number 1. I like this. And I like this not only as a comic book thing, but I like this for its awesomeness. So Billy Batman's in hell, which hell in this case, in this future state story, is
Is
the
Virginia?
Rock of Eternia.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Is Virginia? Is hell Virginia?
No, Virginia's paradise, Bub. What are you talking about? But Billy Batten's in hell, and basically they stapled him to a door. Child, they stapled him to a door because Innocent is kind of wards off the demons and everything, and they're trying to keep somebody in there. But Shazam, this person, was able to separate the two beings and send him back to Earth. And he's kind of a dick. He killed a creeper in here and did a bunch of other bad things. But he's doing it on the right with goodness. So now we're talking about what are you allowed to do good? Does that make sense? So how far are you allowed to go
in the sake of goodness?
Goodness. And this, surprisingly, is another dark DC story that I'm like, oh, I kind of like this. A lot of meaningful stuff in here. I would pick it up. It's a good read. Definitely check it out. Also, we picked up a local comic book. I'm not even going to try on this name. Fist of... Mikey, what do you got?
Fist of Rage.
Fist of Fightini. All right, so a local artist in our area has put out a comic book. Now, I'll support any local comic book artist. However, the story in here, I'm more of a story guy. I did not mind the art in this. It's very awkward and weird, but I think that's what they were going for in this. There's a lot of stuff about Da Vinci stuff in it, and this is going to be a very horrible review because this is one of those comic books where you need to get issue number 2 to really understand what's going on. You know, like most of the future state stuff. So that's a fair argument. So we're going to keep our eyes open for this, and we're going to find out what it is. But there is a great blend of manga and comic book kind of being fused together here that I'm still interested in, but I want some more definition into the story before I can give it a perfect review. And that's,
so it's a Dave review. It's a bad review.
Who's Dave?
Huey. It's a Huey review.
No, this is. We're going to see. Actually, I have an extra copy. I need to send it to you. I'm going to send it to you, and we'll talk about it because it's weird. Like I'll let Mikey explain it. It's his lightning round.
I didn't even get a chance to read it. I flipped through it. It is black and white. And did you read it from back to forward? Did you read it in reverse?
Nope. I read it forward, and then I was like, that doesn't make sense. So I read it backwards.
It is a manga. You have to
it
read
still didn't make sense. I was like, what's going on here?
So yeah, I'm interested to get into it though. I just since the time you gave it to me, I haven't. So, Dark Detective #2, the better of the two Batman books, in my opinion. This is our Bruce Wayne, whatever. I can't even think of his name. Lucius's Fox son, whatever. Over in the next Batman, but this is a stash. I don't know why this is in here, but this is Lindsay Wagner, the Bionic Woman, autographed. I got this years ago. So, anyway, moving on. Aquaman, I thought was pretty good. Who said it? Where is it? I didn't realize this till Legion of Comics said it, but how much the visuals were pulled from the movie. I know I get that now, but still a decent read. Spawn 314. Oh my God, this is so good. Pick it up. Enjoy the art. That's a stash. Dave already talked about Wolverine #9.
Right.
Definite stash.
I didn't read it yet, but
oh, you haven't read it?
no, I like that alien cover. That's the main reason I picked it up.
Give it a read. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Let me see here. You guys talked about Strange Academy, which I haven't read yet. Now, these are all books I haven't read. Harley Quinn, White Knight, book 4. Steak #1.
You haven't read that yet?
Steak?
Yeah.
No, not yet. Why?
No, I was curious because I saw it on solicits, but I didn't read it.
Sweet Downfall #1. Don't know what it's about.
It's about a crash test dummy who turns into a killer, I think.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember reading about that. This is Avengers 41. Got it strictly for this cover. The Aliens cover with Black Panther. Scumbag #4. Haven't read it yet. Got it in the mail. Eternals #1. This is the Comic Tom 101 Mystery Mail Call exclusive. Still haven't read Crimson Flower.
Don't even bother.
All right,
Don't bother. That's Susie Manhands all in that thing.
Oh, yeah, that's that one. Okay, yeah. Abbott 1973 #1 came in the mail. So
I was interested in that, but I didn't read it.
Rain Like Hammers #1 came in the mail.
Holy crap, man. You got a lot of comic books this week. Holy shit.
And
good.
Terry Moore's Serial #1. Again, still haven't read that. That is it.
Let me run down the chat real quick because we got a lot of stuff going on. We got a lot of howdy hoes going on. And
howdy ho.
Bill Clinton and Bill Cosby. Legion of Comics says Aquaman wasn't bad. Was a little lazy on how much the visuals pulled through the movie and all that. We get that. Didn't they already say it was a monster that killed Illy's parents? Ooh, I'm not giving up the ghost on that one. Do you guys think Peacemaker 1 could possibly be Jason Todd? That's a good point. With it being a totally different dimension and Future State just pretty much doing whatever what they're doing, I don't know. What do you guys think?
I thought it was Jason Todd.
Yeah, so did I. I mean, is that from Dark Detective? The head of the magistrate?
The Suicide Story.
Oh, okay.
All right, Red Hood has been hired by the magistrate to collect. So Red Hood and Deathstroke's daughter, Ravager, they're basically bounty hunters in that storyline. And again, masks are outlawed, but for some reason they're allowed to wear theirs. I don't know. It's weird. I'm thinking they're trying to hold on to the Riders of the Apocalypse inside the door. Shazam. Ooh, Riders of the Apocalypse. That's a good one. But then again, with it being Future State, it could be, Talkie Tony Tiger for all we know at this point. We don't really know, but I wish it was that. That would be good. Shazam is tied into the Flash and Titans. Okay, I did not read Flash or Titans, so that's fair. Great Wolverine cover with the hand. I thought that was a cool cover too, but I stopped cover buying. Yeah, I was going to say the same. Fantastic cover for Wolverine, says Tyler Hill. Let's see here. Back Kickstarter and George King's variant. Fair. Your mailman must hate you. I know mine hates me. Oh, they do. Okay, so he's talking about you. Okay, fair enough. And have to go. My daughter. Great show, guys. Hey, Tat, we get you. Thank you for coming by. We always appreciate you guys. Trying to point you out. Also, are we doing the thing that we talked about? Are we doing that? Check the private chat if you don't know what I'm talking about.
We have a private chat? What are we talking about? I haven't got the... Well, we can go ahead and do it. I don't have the little...
I came prepared. If you don't want to, we can do it later.
What are we doing?
Whatever you want to do.
We'll do it next week. We'll start that next week because I want to get an official... I got to figure out StreamYard so I can get an official intro and everything like that done for you, too. So we're doing something we have it very specifically on to Joe, and he's got a little portion of the show, just like Mike has.
We're going to keep it very French. It's going to deal with alcohol. It's going to deal with
I did get 4 Funkos this week.
What'd you get? What'd you get in your shut your fucking mouth?
Yeah, shut your Funko mouth.
From WandaVision, Wanda in her Halloween costume.
Spoiler.
Nice.
Yeah, spoiler. It's only in the trailer.
You're right, every trailer.
I was being sarcastic.
Vision in his Halloween costume.
Spoiler.
Picked up the Venomized Human Torch.
Now, how does that work? Because Venom does not like fire.
Look, Dave.
I'm just saying. Looks more like lava than he does, drizzled in golden.
This one's a little bit older, but the Venomized Ghost Rider.
Oh, that's actually badass. I like that one.
That is a very cool one.
But that is that Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider?
Yeah, I think so.
Throw it away.
I don't think it says.
It looks like Robbie Reyes. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and bounce on out of here.
SpiderMan symbol on his chest.
You can see a SpiderMan symbol on his chest.
Yeah, take a little look.
Hey, is Ghost Rider?
Yeah, take a look.
I can't. He's not holding it up. How am I supposed to look at it if he's not holding it up?
Wait on you, Mike.
He's Venomized.
I don't think that's Robbie Reyes because he did the thing with the dots, and that's how you distinguished him from the other ones. I don't know.
Not the dots.
Hey, we know people at Funko. We should go up there and just ask them.
We don't know anybody at Funko. Who do we know at Funko?
The girl her name was Angela. She checked our stuff out. We know people at Funko.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a Bobby that works up there too. The name tag.
Who is this Angela that checked your stuff out?
You weren't there, Mike. You did not go to Seattle. You chose not to go to Seattle to go to Emerald City Comic Con, the con that did not happen, and go to Funko.
We had an awesome time. We gambled, and there was hookers,
you gambled.
And then there was bubbles, and there was all kinds of powder floating around. It was awesome.
That was just Joe freshening up in the bathroom.
Yeah, I was putting powder on my feet.
He's powdering his nose. Okay, we're going to go ahead and end this because it's getting too crazy. Joe's had too much liquor. Mike's too tired, and I got to go. So, whether you blast or whether you stash, happy reading, and we'll catch you guys next week. Later.